where you going looking like that? You should comb your hair before you go out because you look like crap. Man, how you doing? Bobby Dirkens here. Thanks so much for joining me for the Bobby Dirkens Talk Show. Tonight we will find out if Ethel is actually the mother and if Melvin actually is the father. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I appreciate it. Trying to make this my time. My time. Birdman got in here. I just want to tell y'all here a little something. Let me see. So I called up my good old friend not Bobby Dirkens. I mean, I'm friends to myself too, but maybe there to all of you getting in here. Called up my good friend Pigskin Pete, and I said, "Listen to me. Could you help me, please, sir?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "What nights are you going live?" And he said, "Well, first of all, you ain't watching my show, are you?" Immediately realized I'd made a mistake. But anyway, asked him, I said, "Now, Pigskin, remind me what nights you come on." And he told me, and I said, "Okay, that's good." So what I'm trying to do is just do my talk show, and my show, I call it my talk show, but I might just upload a video, it not be live or anything, but doing that for you. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I'm getting on here live. I'm trying to see all of you, trying to see all your comments. Thank you everybody for joining me. The Birdman's in here. Lo Potentia is in here. Tiger Nate, may there to you. Will Hoviter, what's up, Bobby? Ben Milligan, may there. P Digits, Finkel is Einhorn, paternity test, yes. RG says, please let there be college football. T Davis, my old buddy, good to see you. May there to you. Good to see you, pal. Got about 9 people in here right now. 11. And I only got 3 thumbs up. I'm going to give myself the first thumb down. I just gave myself a thumbs down. I've got my laptop in front of me. I hadn't completely lost it. I ain't just staring at blank nothingness down here. So, somebody just gave me thumbs down. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And go Washington Huskies. I was about to talk to you. He just gave me $5 American. Thank you so much, Washington Huskies football. Every time I get on here, you gave me $5. I appreciate that. And I want to talk about that real quick. Before I go any farther, thank you again. I hope you're staying safe out there in Seattle. You hadn't joined Chaz or Chop or the Fawns or whatever the crap they're calling it now. I think they've already tore that sucker down, but thank you so much. So, if anybody missed it the other night, I broke the news that BobbyDirkens.com is about to be live and running. Next couple of weeks, we're going to have BobbyDirkens.com. What is BobbyDirkens.com? You are going to have access to stuff like you've never had before. And like Go Washington Huskies has been so good to give me, like you just gave me, $5. And think about, for something around there, I ain't naming out the price yet, you get it one time and you come in, you get access to Bobby Dirk. I'm not going to be standing there in my underwear like some weirdo, but I'm just telling you, that's something that I'm working on. So there's a bunch of people who's contacted me and said, "Hey, we will support the cause." First of all, I hadn't started a militia yet, but if it's a big deal, bringing up, very, very excited about it. I'm going to be, there's just going to be a lot of cool stuff on there. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Go Washington Huskies. Tiger Nate said he had a wild day at work today. A guy charged with attempted murder came into a store and into our store and threatened us. The attempted murder was 4 months ago, but it's scary nonetheless. It's the biggest word I've read in weeks. I just said, Bubba Clemson said, "May there, Bobby, need to call the Bobby Dirkens Talk Show the Pew. The Pew. The Pew." I think I know where you're going with that, but I like it. Tell me, enlighten me. Give me an insight. But Potentia wants to know who my favorite baseball team is. None of them. No, I used to pull for the Braves, but you know what I'm saying. The Pew, I like that. The Pew, that's nice. May there Sean D's in here. Talk to the Pauls in here. May there to you. Simeon D. Theo Dilly. LSU was in the house. Hi there, Bobby. Tiger Nate said the stupid detective gave away the call back. Then, what detective compromised the caller's workplace? I don't know. A bad one. Definitely not Walker, Texas Ranger. Let me see. Since you're the preacher of the good word of Clemson, pull up a pew and listen. I like it. I might have to do that. I ain't gonna sleep for days. He said, Teodil. Sorry, it's a compliment. Oh, no, I took it as a compliment, Bubba Clemson. Bubba Clemson, I think I follow you on Twitter, too. Amanda Morton's in here. May there, Bobby. Joe Catter, mad at Gillette, Bobby. I don't know why I'd be mad at Gillette, but probably am. You hear about Patrick Mahomes, richest son of a gun there is. And hey, let me, y'all know me. Y'all know that. Let me talk about Patrick Mahomes right now. I don't mind them giving him that money. Yes, I'm mad at Gillette, not shaving. I'm showing them who's boss. There'll be fur all over my face until you say stuff I want to hear. I look like a Sasquatch before they do anything. No, I'm just being stupid there. But Patrick Mahomes actually is, as Austin S. says, he's worth every penny of it. Now, when these sport teams come in and they start handing out money, like, we're going to pull up the Brinks truck and let you and your girlfriend and your mistress go in there and get how much money you want, and that's your new contract. That doesn't make sense to me unless, listen to me, unless you're worth it. Patrick Mahomes is worth every penny that they are paying him. Why? He's already won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl. I'm just being honest. I am just being honest, y'all. He's worth every dime of it. $400 million. I know that's a lot of money, but I'm telling you, they're paying. Y'all have heard my infamous story about Cam Newton. Y'all, my infamous story about Cam Newton is this. Years ago, when this before they went to the Super Bowl and got spanked by Denver, I told one of my family members, who's a big Carolina Panthers fan, Cam Newton will never win a Super Bowl as the quarterback at Carolina, and I dare say anywhere else. And people looked at me and went, there is no way. You've lost your mind. How dare you say that? Well, the truth is, we got them to the Super Bowl. Winning and getting to the Super Bowl is two different things. I'm sorry. I'm just, listen to me. Listen to me. I could care less you get him to the Super Bowl. That was not what I said. I didn't say you wouldn't get him to the Super Bowl. I said he won't win the Super Bowl. Now, anybody here remember the Buffalo Bills back in the late 80s, early 90s? They went to the Super Bowl, what, 4 or 5 times in a row? Lost it all 4 or 5 times in a row. Yep. I'm just telling you. I called it. Got some good comments in here. I want to read this. First of all, to prove to all of y'all I can read. I actually read, what is that song? Good Night Moon, Bobby Dirkens Jr. just a second ago. I read it hare lip. He likes it when I do that. Heck, I like it when I do that. Let me see. Get down here. Tiger Talk to the Paul says, by the way, y'all need to go check out his hype video making fun of South Carolina. I could have been depressed about to hop off a bridge and watch that video, got a pelt my step and happy. I could suck on a bottle of COVID-19 and be just fine after watching that video. Talk to the Paul says, the good news of the Palmetto State is that if you become a Clemson fan, your life will be blessed and you will live in happiness and joy. If you're a Gamecock fan, your life will be misery and woe. He said that after calling me the priest of the good news of college football here in South Carolina. I might say a prayer and take up offering and cut this off. That was incredible. Incredible. Go Washington. Husky says, what do you think about Cam going to the Patriots? I agree with what a lot of people are saying. He's a placeholder. What was that, a one-year contract? I think there's a boy down in Clemson with long blonde hair. It's about 6'6". They got their eye on. And somebody asked me a question down here, said, do you think that Trevor Lawrence is Nick Patrick Mahomes? They're two totally different players. I get the sentiment. Could he be an instant feel, an instant setup? I don't know. It's according to who his supporting cast is. If he ends up with the Patriots, don't be surprised in a couple of years if they ain't doing the same thing they were doing with Brady. Now, I'll be careful with that because Tom Brady and that work between he and Belichick, that was once in a lifetime. So I'll be careful with that statement. Could I see Trevor Lawrence winning the Super Bowl, barring injuries or him getting caught in properly touching a goat? Abso-flippin-lutely. See. Go through here. Lord, it won't let me scroll. It's just... Joe Catter said next you're going to say Joe Burrow isn't going to take Cincinnati to the Super Bowl. I could see him taking them to the Super Bowl in the next few years if he's got the supporting cast. He has to have the supporting cast. And y'all know me, I don't keep up NFL football. I about care less about NFL football. I know just enough to make me be able to kind of talk about it a little bit. I will say this, that's with any team. If you have a supporting cast and you have and Joe talked about this. The night that he was picked #1 overall, he said his junior year he was just an okay quarterback. You know, it was okay. And I definitely agree with you, Sean D., that college is better than NFL. I'll agree with that 100%. I'll sit and watch games in college football I care absolutely nothing about. You can have the blind kids of Alabama playing the red hat ladies of Wyoming, and I'm going to sit and watch it. I love it. But going back to Super Bowl here, or not Super Bowl, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow said, now I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people, they've said, well, you don't know what you're talking about. The truth is that something happened when Joe Brady and Joe Burrow got together. That is Belichick and Brady. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. There was a good chemistry that went on there. You know, I'm real big on chemistry now. It's like my wife. Took my shirt off. I showed her who was boss and turned her on. I asked her out. She said yes. We're married. We have a luscious life with 2 beautiful, handsome, strapping children because, you know, we had chemistry. They're just good. And then there's other people, they have the chemistry of diesel, which is a fantastic product, and fertilizer, which is the fantastic product until you put them together. And you'll have more feds jumping out running after you than if you threaten somebody important. I'm just telling you, something happened with Joe Brady and Joe Burrow. It was a good thing. If I was Cincinnati right now, I'm not kidding. If I were Cincinnati, I would look at this season coming up, see how it's going, and I don't care if the head coach is calling offensive play. Now, I want you to hear me now. It would be in their best interest to offer Joe Brady as much money as they possibly can to get him to come work with Joe Burrow. It went that good. As much as I hate to talk about how bad they beat us and how good Joe looked in that game. Joe Burrow. I'm just telling you, that's something everybody should think about. I can't say he'd be a bust at all. He's only as good as his supporting cast. But there does come, listen to me, there does come a time to where there's something about Cam. Cam is a world-class athlete. But there's something about him I don't buy into his leadership. I didn't say he wasn't a good quarterback. I didn't say that he didn't. And I had people left and right tell me, you don't know what you're talking about. Did he win a Super Bowl with the Panthers? I didn't ask you whether he got him to the Super Bowl. I asked you, did he win the Super Bowl with the Panthers? No. If you're having a hard time admitting that to yourself, take your hands, put it on the side of your head, and turn from side to side. He didn't. There are players who are really, really talented. It happens at all levels of football. All sports. All levels of sports. They are freaks as human beings. You know, people get on my board and go, well, how about you? I mean, you don't know what you're talking about. How great of an athlete are you? Are they paying me millions of dollars to come in and play football? No. No, they're not. But they are him. And he has the attitude and the horrible wardrobe to match it. And there's just something in between here that it could be fixed later on. But right now, I just don't buy into it. I don't buy into Cam Newton as a leader of a football team. I didn't say he wasn't. Being a freak athlete means absolutely nothing. Means absolutely nothing. There are people who are okay athletes. They're better than you and me, but they're okay athletes. But what's in between here? Wins games. Go on down through here. Yeah, Austin S., as long as Mahomes stays healthy and they give him a decent team, people stays out of his way, that's not the first Super Bowl that boy's going to win. Remember when the when the Seahawks demolished Denver in 2013? Love the game, but sad to see Peyton lose that one. Oh yeah. Did you watch the show on Clemson ACC Tradition? If you have Spectrum, they did a good job talking about Clemson. Frank Howard's Amanda Morton. No, I didn't get to see it, but I would like to see it. That's good. Let me see. Austin S. says Stephen A. is hyping up Cam too much. Pats go 8-8. Yes. I think sometimes Stephen A. just says, I'm just going to say whatever and it doesn't matter. Skipping down here. Where would you rank Sam Darnold among all-time USC quarterbacks, La Potencia? Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that. That's my homeland speaking. You know, I don't know all the quarterbacks that they've had. Of course, I remember the Matt Leinart years, Barkley years. Probably top 6 or 7. That's just throwing that out there. But it'll be interesting to see what he does in the league because it's been very, very questionable. But I'll leave it at that. If Mahomes' contract isn't incentive-laden, they will have no change to pay for his supporting cast due to salary cap. So no more winning seasons. That could be the deal. Is Joe Burrow a bust? I don't think he will be. I don't believe so. I went on a rant. Burrow will be tested, that's for sure. Going down here, Book of Dabo 6:13. Be not of what makes you sad, successful, unsuccessful. What fills your life with happiness and joy. Those who are with me will prosper of joy. Those who are against me will fail with woe. Praise the Lord. I felt that. Start crying. Lee Smith, Burrow, the Lee Smith channel. Go check him out, by the way. He's good people. Good people. Burrow is the best quarterback out of college in the last 3 years. The Bengals have too much to rebuild. Scrolling on down. Let's see. Lord, this thing just can't even just. I try to stay in order. Catter said maybe Super Bowl in 3 or 4 years when Burrow gets traded to the. Hey, if he's there with Brady, that could be real. I'm just letting you know. Lee Smith says he says Carolina did everything to lose that game. That's not on Cam. I watched the game. I get what you're saying, but remember he was handing out footballs to kids in the stadium like perverts promise that there's puppies in the van, just get in. That was that's my point exactly. When everybody else is not doing their part, a great leader pulls them together. I'm just telling you, a great leader pulls them together. No, you might disagree with me, that's fine, I respect your opinion. I'm just saying, a great leader pulls them together. Let's see. At least Panthers didn't lose like the Falcons, true. Cam doesn't have to be the leader. Bill has that control. True. BGPO Football Funk. That's my old boy. Let me tell you right now. You need to go see DeAndre. DeAndre is my. We've been doing some videos. Well, Mark Rogers did one this past Sunday. If you hadn't watched it, what the blankety blank is wrong with you? Go check it out and go subscribe to BGPO Football Funk. That's our old boy DeAndre. You want to talk about somebody who knows football stats. You want to know somebody who loves Clemson football. You want to know somebody who just loves college football. Lord, he can tell you the circumference of every coach's name in the 70s and 60s. Thank you for that $2, Andre. I appreciate it. DeAndre, I appreciate it, my friend. Matt Duke says, how much credit do you think Steve Ensminger deserves? Now, see, Matt, you're a big LSU fan. And I'm not going to take away from Ensminger. I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this, but I'm just saying, just listen to me. Just listen to me. With Ensminger, with Joe Burrow, Bama blew you out. Even though he was good the very next season, he wasn't even. Joe Burrow was not even. If you took his name off the back of his and changed his looks and said y'all had a different quarterback, everybody would believe it. Everybody would believe it. So do I think Ensminger is talented? Yeah, he's been. He's old. He's an old fart of the game. Okay, I get it. Not taking away from that. I'm just saying, there has to be. Don't forget to praise Joe Brady. Because I'm telling you, I don't know if he was whispering sweet somethings in Burrow's ear. At this point, I would care less how he was playing. I don't care if they were sacrificing kittens to Satan before they played every game. If Brady was the one who came up with that, you better pat him on the back. Because, I'm not saying this towards you, Matt. I'm just saying there's a lot of LSU fans who messages me and goes, well, Ensminger's back. And it's like, when did they win the championship? When did they put up ungodly, unthinkable numbers? Was it with Ensminger the year before? Nope. With some kid, 30-year-old kid named Brady? Abso-flippin-lutely. I wonder how many people are in denial that Brady was the genius who pulled it all together. I'm not saying Ensminger didn't have anything to do with it. And I've heard this bunch of crap. Well, he was around the system and they're running the system. It's different being around the system and the guy who was making it happen. Benjamin Bennett says, Clemson better or worse than last year? Better. Better. How's Lane Kiffin going to do at Ole Miss? I don't know how he's going to do, but it's going to be so darn entertaining. I mean, I'm going to tune in just to watch him. And when he and Leach play each other, and when he plays Saban, and when he goes to Tennessee, or they play Tennessee, if they play Tennessee, I have to look for a schedule. I bet to God they have to play Tennessee. It's awesome. Let me see here. Clemson Carson's in here. You finally caught my live stream, son. Dear Lord. Glad you're in here. I'm trying to get in here. Talk to the Paul. We shall end the congregation with Where the Tigers Roar May Echo. That's a good song. The Tiger Roar is another version of Amazing Grace. It sure is. Let me see. Do you get your cholesterol reading down? Triglyceride. Came down. But I don't go back to the doctor till October. So, anyway. Thank you for asking. Tiger Nate, I know the score says differently, but from the game I rewatched multiple times, it was closer than the score show. LSU just had a monster passing game, couldn't do anything to stop it. Yeah. Let me tell you this, we were up 17-7, and I teach this to Bobby Dirkens Jr., and anybody else who will listen to me. When you have a lead on a great football team, you can, at that point, you can't stop. See, that's what we did at Alabama. With Alabama, we put the pedal to the metal and never stopped. With LSU, I guarantee you on that sideline they were going, we're going to stop them. And I think that if we can stop them, listen to me, I think we can take this one. Because they don't have a lot of continuity. And they did. And Clemson got away from the running game. Don't you give me that bunch of stuff that they started passing the ball and we saw it going downhill. When you were up 17-7, did you see that? Should have kept running the best back, I think, in college football. Bo Weevil says, May there, Bo Weevil. To you and yours, May there. My pleasure to come in here and share the good word. Glad the 5-year tribulation is over. 5-year tribulation was a prophecy of hard times for us. It was. The Lord had to step in. Lord had to step in. And good. But Clemson Carson made it there to you. Yeah. Notice, Tiger, the Paul, that it has been restored for 6 years. 6 years ago. Made there to everybody. Let's go through here. Everybody saying, hey, they're just preaching. Of course, I mean, Joe Burrow was a decent quarterback at 18, but he Cousins even sniff elite status without Brady. I'm not saying that Burrow's not going to do good in the NFL. I am just saying when you get a good coaching pair together, you get good coaching, you get good players together, and they working together, don't screw it up. Applebee's used to have this good salad many years ago called the Zesty Ranch Salad. Anybody remember it? Probably don't. It was 25 years ago. And I loved the Zesty Ranch Salad. It was so good. People was eating it, slopping up like pigs at a trough. What's Applebee's going to do? They cut the Zesty Ranch Salad. Why? Because they let a moron make the decision. Get rid of the Zesty Ranch Salad. It's selling like hotcakes. It's fixed. Let's break it. That's the thing with these football players now. I'm just telling you. From Alabama point of view, LSU got pretty lucky to get out of Tuscaloosa. I know I'm biased, but Alabama made some stupid mistakes all year. I watched that game, and that was a close game. That game could have went anyway, so not too far off. Lee Smith says LSU 10-2, 9-3 this season. No way they beat Bama this time. I agree with him. They've lost a lot, and that's one thing that I've been saying to LSU fans. You're the defending national champions. It is okay if you have to admit to yourself, like we had to, that you just don't have what it takes to win the game this year. You know? It doesn't mean you're horrible. It doesn't mean that you won't compete. And it doesn't. I know you recruited well, but I'm telling you, you lost a lot. Dogs Maniac. He was going on the rant up there. Let me see. Go Dogs, sick 'em. From Pearson, Georgia. We like you down this way, but we hate Clemson Tigers. Remember there, Dog Maniac. The mutual hate respect is here for you. I'm glad you're here, buddy. Take your shoes off. Just don't, put your foot in my sandwich. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. More preaching going on here about the goodness. I watched something really great on The Rock and how Clemson is the best team ever. I don't doubt it. Amanda Morton, you can't go wrong there. Matt Duke says, I got LSU going 11-1. Going on down. I bet Kiffin will take Ole Miss back to NCAA timeout. Probably will. Talk to the Paul says, Dookie Chicken is another song that reminds me of Amazing Grace. It should. I agree, I don't understand why we did that. Carson talking about us running the ball. Stop running the ball. Clemson will have 4 new offensive line starters. They'll be without Ross. I don't think they'll be better than last year, but they still will be in the playoffs. That is the only concern I have. I'm not worried about wide receiver play because I believe we'll pull it together enough. We have enough guys who are hungry and want to stand out. I think they'll finally fight for it. Ngata and Ladson, it's time for them to step up. I mean, I'm just being honest. Time for them to step up. Then you get the E.J. Williams kid coming in. You got Amari Rogers who's going to be playing. You've got Galloway who's wanting to make some noise. I think we're going to have a lot more competition and be a lot better at wide receiver than what a lot of people realize. But I get definitely from outside looking in, 100%. I get it. Going on down. Hawkeye says, this coming from a South Carolina fan. Watson was better than Lawrence. We're gonna have to let history play that out. I think though there's a lot of similarities between their game. There are just enough differences to where it's hard to compare them. Both national champions. You can honestly say that we never saw Watson get drugged like a Trevor-led team got drugged in this national championship game. I mean, I got drugged. He threw balls over people's heads, and it comes back to this, and I just throw this out there. I will take him any day playing quarterback for us. We're very fortunate to have him. Dirkens, BobbyDirkens.com. It's going to be coming up for all of you to get on there and to say, "May there, everybody." So I'm just really, really excited about it. But y'all be good. Take care of yourself. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and share this with your neighbors, your clergymen. And I'm just looking forward to it. Well, listen, I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. Lord knows, I'll keep showing out.